Hey guys, my name is Keshav Arora,
My name is Ruhi Desai.
And my name is Soham Mehta.
and we are Team Investment Generator. Picture this. Millions of individuals put a significant portion of their earnings in the various investment methods, hoping to secure their financial future. However, for many, this journey ends in disappointment. They come back empty-handed, burdened by the weight of their losses, and as a result, they become hesitant and wary of the market, fearful of losing more. The subproblem here is that investors invest not only their money, but also a considerable amount of their time. Hours upon hours are spent researching what to invest in, when to invest, and when to sell. And despite all of this effort, they often still face losses. Now, let's put some numbers to this problem. Um, First of all, 61% of all people invest in stocks, and a staggering 80% of these investors end up losing money. And even worse, 65% of these investors report being unhappy with their investing experiences. It's evident that the current state of investment is far from ideal. On average, investors dedicate 2 to 4 hours of their daily lives to researching, analyzing, and worrying about their investments. And these statistics are found from the New York Times, Washington Post, and CNBC. So, what's the solution? Allow me to introduce the Investment Generator, an innovative application and web extension designed to revolutionize the world of investing. The Investment Generator is not just another tool, it's a game changer. And here's what it does. First of all, it reduces research time. It does this by streamlining the investment process, dramatically cutting down the hours spent on research. There's no more sifting through endless articles, graphs, and market reports. It also minimizes losses. The investment generator leverages advanced algorithms to analyze various types of data, providing users with informed recommendations on the best times to invest and when to sell. It's like having a personal finance advisor right at your fingertips. And finally, it also boosts confidence. By eliminating the fear of investing in the stock market, this tool empowers individuals to make informed decisions with confidence. It transforms investing from a daunting task to an opportunity for financial growth. And up next, Ruhi will explain our unique approach to our solution.
So the way we approached this was by starting to gather data. We collected historical stock market data, including the price movements, trading, and any relevant economic factors. We considered financial databases for up-to-date information. Next, we tried to understand the stock market. We studied the basic factors that influence stock prices, such as company financials, industry trends, and macroeconomic conditions. We learned about basic ratios like price to earnings, price to book, and other information used in fundamental analysis. Then we went on to technical analysis, using technical analysis tools to identify the historical patterns, price patterns, support and resistance levels, and moving averages. Then we went on to economic analysis. We observed economic indicators like GDP growth, unemployment rates, inflation, and interest rates. Then we went on to sentiment analysis. We looked on social media and other resources to understand how market sentiment can affect short-term and long-term price movements. Then we went on to model building. We developed a Python predictive model using machine learning and statistical techniques. Lastly, we went on to backtesting, which was when we tested the model by using data from the past stock market. Next. Next slide. Okay. So this is our data science. We got a database from Kaggle, and it gave us the information on stocks people invested in, how many times it was invested in, and the results. Then we cleaned up the data by removing anything we didn't need. We were able to create our model based on this data, filling in the information needed to do so. Next slide. So these are the details about our AI technique and solution. First, this would consist of supervised learning because in supervised learning, the algorithm learns from a labeled dataset where the input features are associated with the target variable. In our case, the historical stock price data is the labeled dataset, with the close price as the target variable and the close price lag as the input feature. The algorithm learns to predict the target variable based on the input features. Then we have linear regression, which is a specific type of supervised learning algorithm used for predicting a continuous target variable. In our case, this will be the stock prices. It assumes a linear relationship between the input features and the target variable. Next slide.
Now, Going to the actual thing the AI will do, it will recognize the close price, which is the last price at which a stock trades during a regular trading session, and it will split this data set into an 80% training and 20% testing. It will create a linear regression model in order to predict the prices, and also create a scatter plot to show the actual test data points and the predicted values. It was also calculate the mean squared error in order to show the effectiveness of this model. And lastly, which is one of the most important points of this model, it was provide a placeholder that the user would input a lagged closing price, which is usually a price from a day before of a stock, in order to predict the price for a future date. Next slide. And this can all be seen in our stock market prediction model. As you can see, we imported libraries, imported the CSV file, and you can see how we use the close price lag as the target variable. And we split the data set, and you can see how the linear regression model is being made. And at the bottom, you can see the scatter plot and the mean squared error being calculated. On the last image, you can see how the user can input any close price lag number, for example, 200, in order to predict a future date and a price for that date. Next. This can be seen in the output. For example, if you imported 200 as one of the close price lagged numbers, this can be seen in this scatter plot, which the blue dots are showing the actual values, and the red line showing us the predicted from our model. On the top, you can see the mean squared error being 0.77 for only this specific stock and this specific CSV file, which is obviously showing signs of effectiveness and reliability. In the bottom, you can see the predicted close price of the future date, which is 199.84. So this model does predict at a fairly decent level. Next. Investment generator can be seen as a great stepping stone for predicting future stock prices. It would allow users to possibly make better financial decisions and visualize where the stock market could be heading. It could be giving them this boost of confidence and minimize losses. With a fairly decent level of effectiveness, this app can be a reliable aid to those participating in the stock market. And lastly, it could be improved by using more complex features, sophisticated models, and up-to-date data sets that are constantly updated. As one of these caveats is that the data set has to be based on the actual stock market. That is, every second, every hour, the data is actually being constantly upgraded to make this model even more efficient. And thank you for listening.